What is going on? Today we are going to be talking about a secret free plugin that a bunch of industry producers are using right now to get placements with people like Nardo Wick. These beats turn out so fire every single time. Also, did not have an upload for you last week because my girlfriend and I took a trip to Mexico. It was dope. We just wanted to clear our minds for the week, you know, take a little music reset so we come back refreshed and ready to go. Everybody is using this plugin right now to make Nardo Wick beats, and it is fire. Let me show you how to use it. So first, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open up some Analog Lab. I love Analog Lab. It's one of my favorite plugins to make beats with right now. This isn't the secret plugin that we're going to talk about. Obviously, this is not free. And I'm just going to find a sound to start with. It doesn't really matter what you use as long as it's kind of plucky. Just use whatever feels right to you. We're just gonna make a basic melody. It's gonna be a little bit fast. Honestly, I'm just gonna keep it at 140. That'll be fine for this. And then I'm gonna set the scale to, I don't even know, F minor maybe. I think the 808s sound really good in this scale, so it's just one I use a lot. I'm just gonna start out with a triad here. Maybe even take out the middle note. Something like this. And then we're going to do some kind of small top layer to it. So it sounds okay right now. This isn't like anything to write home about, but I'm about to put this plugin on it and it's gonna go crazy.
Are you sure about that?
So I'm just gonna route it to a track here, and I'm gonna search for it on my plugins list because I have so many, it's ridiculous. It's called Fin Micro, and this plugin is completely free. It's super fire. Literally, all you do is keep the first setting on here. There's other settings you can mess with that are dope too, but really everybody's just using this first preset here, this infinity preset. Honestly, I'm just gonna keep it at this level. Sometimes you can max it out, sometimes you don't even need that much, but that's just what I'm gonna use for this one. It's how you get that really distinct, sparkly melody sound that a lot of Nardo Wick beats have. I just went ahead and rendered it out, and now we're gonna see if we can flip it a little bit. We see if it sounds cool reverse. And I'm just going to use the Nick Mirror trick here. If you haven't seen it before, he just cuts up all of these here like that and flips the order of them. I'm going to render it out again, and then I'm going to pitch it back up to what it was at. And you'll notice there's clicks in it, which is fine. We're just going to open up Gross Beat. You can use Kickstart or some other stuff. I'm just going to use a sidechain. It adds some movement to it. If you want, you can mess with the mix level a little bit. I'm going to keep it at max for this one though. So from here, if you want to, you can add some more layers.
Layers!
I'm going to mess around with something here just to see if it works. Sometimes I like using pianos with these kinds of melodies because it adds some kind of aspect of live instrumentation to it, but it's not always necessary.
Nope.
So we're just using the really low parts and the really high parts out of this. I'm going to clone this melody and I'm going to take out the lower part in one and I'm going to take out the higher part in the other, just so I have them separate. And I mostly want to do this because I can mix them different now. So I'm just going to add a little bit of reverb to the top one here. And then from there, I'll render that top line out. Sounds fire. And something else you could do is you can layer these micro plugins so you can use like multiple on different instruments, and sometimes it's fire. I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm actually gonna automate it. I don't see a lot of people do this. Yeah, maybe we'll just do it like this. And then that's really it for these melodies. I'm also just gonna EQ this a little bit because there's some lows in there that I don't want. And then I'm gonna go ahead and render the melody out so I can save it, and then we're gonna throw some drums on it, and that's gonna be it. So when I save my melodies, I just double click on it after I rendered it, right click here, edit in audio editor, and then delete the loop point and just name it. This way you can put metadata in. We'll say Nardo Wick 140 BPM and F minor, and then my Instagram. Always put your Instagram in there. Some people don't be doing that and I don't know why. Alright, I'm gonna call it Philosophy. I don't know why, but it sounds like a fire name. After you make like 1,000 loops in a year, it's hard to keep coming up with names for them. Alright, so I just saved it, and now I'm gonna throw some drums on this. When I put drums on my own loops, I save them first so that I don't have to worry about the render time from Analog Lab and all that other stuff. I'm gonna use some drums from the producer crate, of course. Go to the website. I'm gonna use some from MF80. This dude is fire. I think I'm actually going to use this one. Something that I do in my Nardo Wick beats is I turn the attack up just a little bit. I don't know if other people do this, but it's pretty fire. It's just smoother, and a lot of times I don't even use kicks for these beats. I just keep them super basic. But that's what's placing right now. Now I'm just going to do a snare and an open hat, and that's going to be about it. And then with my 808s, I don't do the boost and the EQ knobs until I have my open hat in, because I want it to hit just right with the open hat. So I'm going to turn the boost knob up and the EQ knob up just a little bit until I hear that sizzle from the distortion. that's all there really is to it. These beats are pretty easy, but you could do some creative stuff to make your own beats a little bit different so they stick out in the packs that you send. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Leave a like, leave a sub, and let me know if this helped you. And I'm gonna go ahead and play the beat.
Stafford, wake up.